students of class 11, welcome to the online tutorial sessions for business studies. I am your teacher Avnash Lambert and we are going to continue our second chapter, which is forms of business organization. Today we are going to continue our first type of organization, which is sole proprietorship. So today we are here for understanding its merits and demerits. It's a very easy topic, merits and demerits. Yeah, some of the points you have already studied in the previous video. So let's start with the merits of sole proprietorship. First one, it's a quick decision making. It helps in the quick decision making. And with a blink of a second, the proprietor is able to decide what to take next step and what not to do. So sole proprietor enjoys complete freedom. As you all know, he is the only one who is indulged in the decision making. So he enjoys complete freedom in taking all the decisions. And it facilitates quick decision making as there is no need to consult others. In the other form of organizations, in the other form of business organization, there are so many people you need to consult before making a decision. There are so many approvals you have to get so that you can take the further step. But in the sole proprietorship, there is no need for that. You are the only one, you are the power. So you can decide what to do next and what not to do. He takes all the major and minor decisions. He takes all the big decisions and he takes all the minute little decisions of his business. Timely decisions helps him to take advantage of market opportunities as when they arise. In the big organizations, when there are superiors and there are subordinates and there are coordinators, in those organizations it's very difficult to take a timely decision. They are not able to capitalize the market opportunities. But here in the sole proprietorship, the owner, the sole trader is able to take advantage of the market opportunities so that he can take timely decisions. The decision which has to be taken on a right time by the right person is taken in the sole proprietorship. So it is the quick decision making of the sole proprietor. Let's come to the next merit, which is confidentiality of information. Means sole trader is not expected to share his business decisions and secrets with anybody. If I am the only one running my business, then who is going to leak out my information? Who is going to tell about my secrets to others? No one. I am the only one who is holding those secrets, who is holding the information about my business. So, the sole proprietorship, the most important merit is there is a confidentiality of information. My secrets, my planning, my methods, my activities and all the decision making is secured in my mind. Nobody can take advantage. My information is secretive, is confidential. So sole trader is not expected to share his business decisions and secret with anybody. He is also not bound by law to publish firm's account. In most of the cases, in the sole proprietorship, he does not need to make his account and publish to the people. No, he is not liable for that. Our law does not make him bound to make or publish any firm's account. So it's again a merit for the sole proprietorship. Now let's come to the next one, which is direct incentive. Direct incentive, we can say that there is a direct relationship between efforts, whatever I am doing, my efforts and rewards. Direct incentives. If I am doing anything and if I am doing it correctly, then there will be a direct impact of that in the form of profit, which provides maximum incentive to the sole trader to work hard and earn more. If I am having success in putting my efforts and I am receiving money, I am receiving the incentive or profit, then I will be motivated. In my mind, I will say, let's do it again. Let's earn some more profit. So here, it will provide maximum incentive to the sole trader to work hard and to earn more. It will motivate to work hard and earn more. So this is the direct incentive. Next one, easy to form and close. This one you have already covered in the previous video. It is very easy to form and close. Why? Because at any time with minimum legal formalities, depends on the will of the proprietor. It is basically dependent on the mind of the proprietor whether he wants to continue or not. If he wants to continue, he will continue with his business. If he wants to start, he just need an idea and a blink of a second and he'll start his business. And if he wants to close it, he wants a closure of his business. Whenever he'll think about it, he will just close his business. And there is very minimum slight legal formalities which are required. And in some cases there is not even those minimum legal formalities. It is very easy to form and it is very easy to close. Basically it is dependent on the mind and decision of the sole proprietor. Let's come to the next one. The next merit of sole proprietor is the sense of accomplishment. Sense of accomplishment. If a business is successful, it contributes to the satisfaction of the sole proprietor. If I am having profits, lots of profit in my business, then I will be motivated, I will be happy, I will be satisfied with whatever I am doing, and it will create a sense of accomplishment and confidence which motivates him to work even more hard. It's a very simple thing. Think of yourself. You have started a business and within a year you have earned lots of money, you are in the profit. You will be motivated, na? You will be motivated that from the next year I'll earn more, I'll work more harder. I will be working with more dedication, with more passion, so that you can earn more profits. So it brings the sense of accomplishment. Accomplishment means achievement. You will feel of yourself that you have achieved something. You are doing something good. You are earning something. So it will create the sense of accomplishment. The sole proprietor will feel satisfaction and it gives the sense of accomplishment, and it will provide him the confidence also, which motivates him to work harder. So let's come to the demerits of sole proprietorship. First one is limited resources. The sole proprietor may have so many merits, but the harsh truth about sole proprietor is he has got limited resources. He's got a very limited amount of money. He doesn't have so much amount of money. So funds are limited for him, funds are limited, and personal savings are also very limited, and his borrowing capacity is also very limited. He can't borrow so much amount of money because you already learned that he has got the liability. If he is not able to pay his debt, his personal property can be taken away from him. So he has got very limited resources, funds are limited, personal saving is limited, and his borrowing capacity is also limited. So there is a very small amount of funds available for him. In that very limited amount, in very limited resources, he has to run his business, and with that limited resources, that's the art of an artist, that with that limited amount he has to manage his work. He has to take care of his business. Next one, limited life of business. The sole proprietor has a very limited life in his business. Due to illness, one day he'll get ill also, maybe he dies, or he becomes insolvent. Now what will happen if he is ill or death or he becomes insolvent? There will be a stoppage or a pause in his business activities, and it will affect the business and will kill the business and can lead to the closure of that business. So if he is ill, he has to take a rest, he has to pause his business. For 2-3 days he is not sitting on his shop. So it will stop the continuity. And if that sole proprietor dies, who will take care of the business? Nobody. So that business becomes closed and there is a limited life of the business. The business survives not for a longer term, but it runs for a shorter time period. Next one, limited liability. You already know that sole trader is personally liable for all the business debt. If he has taken some amount of loan and he has taken the debt, he is the one, the sole trader. He has to pay it personally. And in case of heavy losses, if there are lots of losses and he is not able to pay, then he may be liable to sell his personal property too. He is the one who is liable for all the business activities. If he is facing losses, he has to bear it. If he has taken debt, he is the one who has to pay the debt. And if his assets are not enough, then maybe he is liable to sell his personal property too. Let's come to the last and the most important demerit of sole proprietorship. Limited managerial ability. What does it mean? His managerial ability, his skills of managing his whole business is limited. One person can't do anything, can't do all the things, right? One person cannot do all his work. He's not Superman. He can do works, but all the works can't be in an efficient manner. He can do all the work, but not in an efficient manner. And due to lack of finance, you already know he's got limited resources. So due to lack of finance, he cannot afford to employ experts. He is not having lots of funds, lots of resources, so he is not able to employ other experts who can manage his work. He has to take care of his accounts, he has to take care of his resources, the raw material, the equipments, and so many things. He has to do his advertising. All the things are to be done by the sole proprietor. So in that case, he cannot be an expert in all the aspects. He cannot. He can be expert in one thing or two things, but what about other things? No, he cannot. So he needs to appoint some expert, but due to lack of resources, he is not able to employ those experts, and therefore certain tasks could not be performed by him in an optimum manner. So those are the points where the sole proprietor fails. In some aspects of life in his business, there comes a point where he is not able to do his work efficiently. Not in all the cases, but in few things he is able to work not in an optimum manner. He is wasting some of his resources because he is not ably good. He is not a good manager. He is not the basic managerial abilities. He has no managerial ability. So therefore, the certain task could not be performed by him in an optimum manner. He will waste some of his resources in order to do his business activities. So basically, we studied about the merits and demerits. There are certain merits which are quick decision making. Within a blink of a second, he can decide and can take the advantage of market opportunities. There is a confidentiality of information. His secrets remain confidential, and he is not bound to publish his accounts. And there is a direct incentive which provides maximum incentive to the sole trader to work hard and earn more. There is also that easy to form and close. The sole proprietorship does not have any legal formalities or have very limited minimum legal formalities, and it depends on the will of the proprietor. Sense of accomplishment. For business successful, it contributes to the satisfaction of the sole proprietor and creates a sense of accomplishment and confidence which motivates him to work more harder. It gives him the power, it gives him the motivation to work more harder. The demerits: he's got very little amount of resources, his life of the business is very limited, and he has got limited liability. He may have to sell his personal properties too, and he's got limited managerial ability. His managerial skills are not sufficient. At some point of his life, there will be some decisions which are not taken by him with the efficiency, and thus he could not be performed by him in an optimum manner. So that's all for today's video. I hope you have covered and learned these merits and demerits, and we have completed the sole proprietorship. So in the next video, we will come up with the second type of form of business organization. So that's all for today's video. Stay home, stay safe.